so they're all sanded and prepped. The first thing we're going to do is put the snaps into these. So we're using little machine screws, and they're going to drop in through the snap that way, and they go on the flat side. Okay, hopefully you can see that. Okay, so goes that way in here, and then there's not really room for a washer, so we're just going to use just the hex nut. Okay, and the machine screws I'm using have an Allen head. Could be a Phillips screwdriver, but this one's an Allen head. And I'm going to just use little pliers, hold the nut on that side. I just want it snug, pretty tight, you know? You do not want these to come out. All right, so now that I know that's tight, I'm going to, of course, check snaps, make sure everything's good. There we go. All right, so it's got a good snap. And I'm going to drop some CA glue in here before I glue this in place. But I'm going to put all the other snaps together first. Again, make sure you're putting this on the flat side, not that side. Well, you can see. All right, so it's going in this way on the snap. Flat side. Okay, so they're all tight. Check the snap on all of them. Just in case it's a defective snap, once you glue these in, and that's it. So double check everything. Okay, so we're good. So as I mentioned, I am going to drop some CA glue in the back here. You can use Loctite if you want to make sure it doesn't come undone, but I'm going to use CA glue. Just give you some options there. So this is also going to glue in right there. All right, so I got plenty of Q-tips ready. So first thing is drop some glue over the screw and the nut. I want to make sure that ain't going anywhere. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is put the CA glue around the edge here. And as you noticed, I've penciled that area first. There it goes, man. It bonded that quick. Clean up a little excess. Same thing, make sure you put it, you want to make sure these screws are tight. Putting it along. Like in seconds, man. Boom, that's it. So, like I said, there's not a lot of work time with this stuff. Now we're getting here. This is a little bit tricky. I'm going to see if that'll help hold it up. Nope. I don't have anything. I was kind of hoping to keep it at an angle. A piece of tape. Nope. All right, I just gotta make do. It bonds quick, should be all right. So again, say glue. Just really want to make sure this one's centered. This is where your shoulder strap is going to be connecting, and you want that to be aligned just right as well. I'm not pushing too hard, but I just want to make sure it's not going to go anywhere. And clean up any excess. That was scary. It moved on me a little bit, but luckily it didn't set. All right. I was trying to move it a tiny bit because the distance between here and here needs to be the same so that the gap once the strap is in place, that the gap is equal to the armor. That's why I have all the indentations in there where he's got a glue so that everything lines up properly. All right. Put a little bit of glue here. A little bit extra. I'm going to kick it. Same thing here. I'm just going to put a little bit more glue at the top. And let it roll in there a little bit and spray it. Just paper towels to clean the overspray. All right. So let that sit for a while to make sure you can see where it's still yellow. That means it's still the glue hasn't quite fully cured or kicked. So there you go. But you've got your left and your right shoulder bells with the snaps in place. So the next thing is really just going to be prepping for paint, doing all the sanding. If you want to fill in the little corners there with epoxy or Bondo or something, you can. And light sanding, and then you're ready for primer and paint.